Welcome to Seed Woman. This is my installation exhibition, and we'll walk over here and enter the pillars and have a new experience, a new understanding, hopefully a little joy and beauty and learning about seeds. So this painting is called or named Bursting. These seeds are inside and they're kind of bursting out with energy and ready to be dispersed and find new soil and be replanted. And that's kind of the amazing thing about seeds. They come from these beautiful plants and then they travel and land in some area where they become another new plant. So it's a legacy. They're always about a legacy. As we walk through the door, you'll see, first of all, the story of the seed woman. It's a myth. It's an origin myth about how seeds came to be on this planet. Well, this is a story. This is an origin story about how seeds came onto the earth. And I'm always kind of fascinated with all types of myths, because they try to explain mysteries that are here on the earth. Many cultures, many thousands of years, people have used stories and myths and explanations of gods and goddesses to understand some of the beauty that we see in nature. So my story is about the seed woman and how she wanted to see plants and community above the waters, because she had a longing. This was her destiny to perform this kind of superpower of creating seeds that would last and sustain plants and trees and animals and all of us on Earth. So this is the seed story as you read it through. So this is a bronze that I created that depicts the seed woman as my imagination creates her. So these are the little birds that she talks about in the story. This is Starbird and baby Starbird. These are the seeds that she carries around her skirt, and these are the little flowers that come up when the seeds grow. And she's dancing. She has to dance and sing in order to create the magic of the seeds. So this is my vision of her. This painting over here is called Beginnings and Endings. So everything started with algae coming out of the ocean waters, and that's the larger painting, my interpretation or expression of that. And of course the endings of seeds is the food and the drink and everything that sustains us. And then the crypt behind me is filled with seeds that I've gathered. And a cryptorium is something where you preserve seeds and maintain them for sustainability of the future. And so it's a very kind of sacred place. And then this painting over here is called Life and Death, because again, there's a paradox in seeds. Plants have to die in order to produce their seeds, and then they spread and create new plants, and the cycle starts all over again. Okay, well, again, this is called a cryptorium. There are seed banks all over the world preserving the heritage of original seeds. And this is my interpretation of how important that process is to keep the seeds that we need in case of disaster, in case of an earthquake, in case of a volcano. People can come back and find the seeds for their food in these seed banks. So I collected seeds from the desert, from the mountains, and from the lake areas, and put them in these, and made these little jars, and then set them on these poles. So it's a little bit of a forest of seeds. And so enjoy. look at the water, look at these plexiglass pieces, they're all about water. Nothing exists without water. This part of the installation started when I found these beautiful old galvanized steel air duct forms and brought them down here and started thinking about how these air ducts are always hidden. In the industrial age, they were hidden behind walls and ceilings, and that's how we got air and heat into our buildings. And so what I did was I brought them out and set them out here. And then on the inside of these pieces, I put plants, and birds are flying inside and outside them to show the importance of what we see every day. In this area, there are all of these torsos, young and old, in different fronts and backs. Some are broken. But the idea here started with this chemistry, deep dive into the chemistry of our molecular cellular biology. And what I found out was that we all share the same cell respiration as plants and animals and human beings. So we really are connected on this very micro level. And it just felt right to talk about that. So these torsos also are about human beings and how they move seeds. They move seeds a lot. One of the great seed dispersers of the world. And so that's the piece here in this area. And yeah. This piece was inspired by Magdalena Abakanowicz and her abacans, and so it's a big red seed pod. Fiercely Defending Life is the name of the piece, which shows the core and the energy of a seed and all the seeds that are flying out from the center, and so that's what it is. I guess there are other words that might describe it, but that's how I see it.